As we've been reminding you, Michigan getting ready to take on Washington in the College Football National Championship, which is coming up Monday. Of course, it's never too early to start getting ready for the big game.
Yeah, this is so exciting. You got to figure out the drinks you want, the snacks you want, where you'll be watching, and then when it's all said and done, you want to be looking your best in some Michigan gear. So last time Michigan was in the National Championship, 26 years ago. If you're looking for some old school 90s gear, co-owners Jared and Shane Perlin of University Vintage in Ann Arbor have you covered. Thanks for coming in, gents. Yeah. So glad to have you here. We're so excited for the big game. First off, tell us how you got into this whole vintage, specifically the University of Michigan vintage.
For sure. Yeah, first I want to just say thank you for having us today. Super excited to be here. I speak for Jared now when I say that, but for this, it started out like our mom used to just take us to the thrift store when we were kids. We used to like run to the jersey section. That was like our favorite. But it was kind of like 10 years ago we realized people were reselling, old clothing from the thrift store. And that's really where this all started. Started it through an Instagram, selling to friends, got into like doing it on a website. And then we opened up the store 4 months ago in Ann Arbor, right at the beginning of football season and right on the precipice of a national championship game.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. It's been a super fun season for us.
Yeah, and you brought so much great stuff with you here. Walk us through this. Tell us what you brought with you and what's most popular. I mean, what are you selling the most?
Sure. So we've got kind of a bevy of options for people at the store. We've got some of the memorabilia stuff which we more use to decorate, like the lamp or the bag here.
Is this Dan Deerdorf's official helmet from many years ago? You made it into a lamp. Very nice.
They do have the lamps. Actually, there's a set of them that they did make out of real helmets. So this one is not, but it's a super cool one. And then we've got, T-shirts for sale. This is National Championship from 26 years ago, like you mentioned, 97.
Look at the quality of the shirt, because this has been worn and washed many times, and it's still got the quality.
This is in great shape.
Yep, and we brought some stuff behind you guys here as well, or to the right of you. We got jackets, which are a great seller. This patch jacket's super beautiful that we have. This one's just a display item.
You gotta see, I mean, the back of this is neat.
Yeah, we have
a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll have over 500 items at the store on sale at any time. Anything from the T-shirts to jackets to the crew neck sweatshirts, which are probably the most popular, and then even the hats, got a few different options for those as well.
Little funky Wolverines as well. Now, I got to ask, I look at this shoe. It looks like this shoe's barely been worn. I mean, this is insane. So talk a little bit about thrifting. Like, are these clothes that people actually wear, or are these things that somebody just had lying in the closet for 20 years and then brought to you?
Yeah, so it's a mixed bag. I mean, if you go to the thrift store, it really depends on what you're getting. Some of it's obviously washed and worn. It's got, stains and ripped up. Versus stuff like this. Exactly, character. Or something like the shoe, it's brand new with tags, so some people, keep it for many years and it's just sitting in the closet. So it's a mixed bag.
You never know what you're going to get, right?
Exactly.
Now, you're quite the thrifter. What is the craze going on right now? People are shopping at thrift stores all over. What's driving that?
I think really it's just about, keeping everything, clean and, not contributing to the, trash and all that stuff like that. So people like the quality as well. All the old stuff's a lot better than the new stuff. So.
I'm so curious, what do you get asked about the most? Like, when people are coming in, what are they looking for the most?
It can be anything. People really like stuff from a nostalgic standpoint. So they're like, oh, do you have something from the 80s? My grandfather went here, or my father went here. People come in looking for something from a specific year. But sometimes people just like, they want it to say Michigan, of course, but they want those good quality, products like you're talking about, and you can really feel it on a lot of them. A lot of the stuff made today is frankly a lot cheaper, right, and mass-produced, versus this was not as mass-produced and it has more of that quality product. So it's both that nostalgic feel, but sometimes they just, want something that says Michigan.
All right, tell me about this bag. Is this about the thing for bowling night, or what is this thing here?
Yeah, it definitely looks like a bowling bag, but I think they were given to the team. We had a former linebacker come in from the 80s, and he mentioned that he had one, so I think they might have just been given to the team.
All right, well, it looks classy
It does
either
look
way.
like a bowling bag, yeah, very, very neat. And I know, I saw this. Look at this. I mean, you've got, like, jerseys in there, too. Yeah. You've got some great stuff.
Yeah, literally, yeah. We got, like I said, over 500 items in the store at any time. So, yeah, anything from jerseys to shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, anything like that.
What is the oddest thing that somebody has brought into the shop? Or maybe not oddest, but the thing you're like, whoa, I can't believe somebody's bringing this in.
Honestly, we got a really cool, long picture of the stadium probably 30 years ago. And we weren't really 100% sure we wanted to put it up in the store, but it didn't really fit, so we ended up selling it off.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one way. You know, you can't fit it in your store. Might as well make some money off it, right?
Exactly.
Talking about the store, where can people go to get some of this great stuff?
You can find us downtown in Ann Arbor at 324 South State Street. You can also get it online, universityvintage.com, or you can find us on Instagram at university_vintage.
We know you guys are going to be super busy, especially this weekend.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right.
You know what Barbie says? Give me an
I
M.
know.
Give me
Isn't
an
this
I.
neat?
Give me a.
This Barbie's in great shape. You said this is what, 1996?
1996. Yeah, and we sell those in the store. We also sell them online as well. And then people too can always bring stuff in if they want. We buy Michigan clothes for cash or store credit. So if people want to bring stuff into the store, always a great option and a way to trade up for a Barbie. Or just get some cash in hand.
She hasn't
idea.
aged a day.
No,
Amazing.
not at all.
University Barbie. All right. Jared and Shane, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. Really appreciate this and bringing in all this great gear.